welcome to Brunei, one of the most mysterious countries in the world, and interestingly, one of the last to open after the pandemic.
Baby, we're children of summer, we're meant to be free. Hearted, we're not like the others, no reason to be.
We're going to have to stop there. I can't carry on. We set out to film one thing in Brunei. We had this idea of what we're going to film and nothing, absolutely nothing, went how we thought it would go. One of the biggest reasons we travel with our children and one of the reasons we share our journey here on YouTube is to show you that the world is kinder than mainstream media would have you believe. Our journey through Brunei was full of kindness, but the logistics, we had huge problems in Brunei. I don't even quite know where to start, so we'll just start with trying to get in. It's kind of funny, it's just... it's so strange. Really quick, this is so strange. I've never crossed a border like this. We're having to walk through like a car. There's no public transport around. We got to grab to the border and then we just had to join a queue and stand behind the cars. And they're very friendly. I think so far so good, but I don't know how we're going to get from here into Brunei. Just to give you an idea, all we know so far is to go that way. So Brunei, here we come, I hope. So just crossing the border was crazy. Kind of fun, kind of surreal. We love it when we're backpacking, but it just felt so strange, that long walk in between with our kids. It was just crazy. We were pretty sure that there'd be buses at some point or some way to get from A to B. So as we got to the Brunei side and spent a long time working through the bureaucracy of getting in, we still had no way to actually get where we were going once we're through the border. I've hitchhiked before, but what happened next was pretty strange, but I think it captures the kindness of the people of Brunei. After we got through the border, the guys at the border started asking different people in cars about where they were going and actually tried to arrange for us to get a lift all the way to the capital. And there was no shortage of kindness. People were so willing to help us get to the capital. It felt a little bit crazy, but it's kind of cool.
Oh wow, so Asman had just kindly picked us up at the border, brought us all the way over here to the capital. So thank you, you make us feel so welcome here.
Yeah. Thank you so much, thank you.
Thank you.
So that was just arriving, but hopefully that gives you a much more honest intro to what our journey through Brunei was like. So let's jump back into Brunei. What is Brunei really like? This is the breakfast that we had on our first morning in Brunei. What do you recommend? Yeah, Brunei laksa.
Yes, I know you love it. Fish ball.
What do you like, Pete?
Roast chicken rice.
Okay.
Chicken fingers.
So exciting. I feel like we're off to such a win. So one of my favourite things when we're travelling is to just look for somewhere busy. And this place was packed, so we've come in and we've asked what they recommend. And so far we've ordered a laksa, a chicken rice. She recommended a lemon juice for the boys, and we're trying the Brunei teh tarik. The atmosphere is so lovely. As we were walking in, everyone was smiling, everyone was friendly. I just love it here already, and I can't wait to show you what we have for breakfast. Our first breakfast in Brunei.
The boys always love the bubbles on the teh tarik. My first Brunei teh tarik. Oh, that is smooth. Thank you, Terima kasih.
Laksa bowl.
Amazing, Terima kasih.
I'm kind of excited and nervous to try this. In Malaysia, laksa is my favourite all-time dish, and this is my first Brunei laksa. Coming close, one of the first things you notice is how generously it's done. So you have chicken, fish, prawns, and the noodles. There's even an egg thrown in there. It looks more like the curry style. So in Malaysia, my favourite is the Penang laksa. Got some hot looking spice. Soup. Coming close, look at that. Okay. I'm going to start with the noodles, because I feel like when you go for the noodles, you get the flavour of the soup. So let's give this a go. Wow. That is amazing. Wow. Wow. Oh well, that is packed with flavour. Instantly hit by a bit of spice, but a bit of coconut. I think there's coconut in there. There's a crunch, something crunchy snuck in there. One of my absolute favourite things across Malaysia, then Singapore, and now Brunei is when you have a spicy breakfast, like a spicy soup, and you cool it down with a smooth Ted Tarik. That's my favourite, favourite combo. Doesn't get better than that.
This boy can drink. It's just down there in one. It's a steamed chicken and lemon. See what you think.
Oh, good.
Do you like it?
Do you like your first Brunei breakfast?
So here's a roast chicken. Look, I know I'm using my fingers, but check this out. It is so soft and succulent. It comes with this black sauce. Okay, a bit of that. A bit of chilli. Yeah, okay. Oh wow. Yeah. The sauce has made it quite salty, but in a really nice way. That is really good, and the chicken is so succulent and so well flavoured. Oh, well done, Brunei. I'm sure that's not how you meant to do it. If you're from Brunei, please tell me in the comments, how do you have your chicken rice in the morning? How are you meant to do it?
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh
Cute chickens. They're so cute. Oh. Did you know Brunei has the largest stilt village in the world? It's pretty cool. Wow, so for $1, one Brunei dollar, you can take a boat across to the world's largest stilt village. Yes, the world. I'm so curious to go explore this place. Come on, let's have a look around. This is such an interesting place. So when you first come over, they do have these incredible modern stilt houses, nothing like I've ever seen. And as you go deeper into the village, we're seeing a real range here. So right now, hang on, I'll show you. Okay, see if I can do this without falling off. Probably not. So you're much more typical stilt village where you've got the wooden platforms that you can walk along, the wooden bridges, and it's really interesting. There's much more village life as you come further back, much more like rural village life. This is such a unique place. So far Brunei's been a really interesting mix-up of super modern and super village. So really enjoying exploring here. Very kind of her. She's just saying you can go and have a little look at her chickens. How cool is this? Oh wow! So this must be where everyone gets their eggs from. See? Thank you so much, thank you. So far, everyone we have met in Brunei has been friendly and welcoming. This is just a fascinating place. I'm so glad we've come in here to explore. And we're not going to stay too long because it really is just people's lives here. They're just getting on with life, and it's been really interesting just to get that little insight as we walk around. Okay, we're going to head back to the mainland. Wow, that didn't quite go to plan. So we've just been caught out by a huge storm and we've wandered into somewhere called the Mall. We've wandered into somewhere called the Mall. Now normally malls have a specific name. This is just called the Mall. I don't know if that means that there's one mall or what, but when you walk in, it's like a cathedral. You can't help but look up. Pretty cool. I have to show you that. I've never seen that in a mall before, like this kind of cathedral-esque roof as you walk in. Really, really cool. Okay, hopefully the rain has subsided and we can head out for some feed. I bet there's an amazing night market around here. So tonight I have a co-cameraman. This little guy's going to be going around getting some photos. Since coming out travelling, he's had his own camera and I love the photos he gets. Are you ready to get some good photos? Yeah, he gets some really arty stuff.
I got some.
Can I just check, did you say it's fried banana with cheese? Yeah. Okay, I've never heard of that before. Okay, we're going to try one of those. Can you take one please? Thank you. I've never heard of fried banana and cheese, but there we go. I can't wait. You're looking forward to trying that? No way. I feel like we're off to a super interesting start. I still can't get over that. Banana and cheese. Is that a thing? Is that really a thing in Brunei? We'll find out. We'll let you know how good it is. This whole place is so exciting to walk around. So we're going to have a good look around, see what there is, and then pick our favourites and get sat down and bring you into the meal.
This one?
Yeah, thank you.
take your favourite. Oh, okay, what do you think? Thumbs up. Oh, mango, coconut, dragon fruit and soursop. Oh my goodness, an absolute feast. Straight for the cheese banana. What do you think of cheese banana? Yeah, good. Never had cheese and banana together. It kind of works. At first it's like, that's cheese and banana. And then when you chew it, it's nice, it's kind of salty. Like salty sweet banana. It's okay, isn't it? That's good. Oh my goodness, check out the size of that. Wow, that's a beautiful, beautiful bit of fish. Wow. What do you think, Darien? Let's give that a go. Oh, that looks good. That's so good. There's a flavour to go with it, so we're going to mix that up in a bit. Oh, check these out. Another huge thing here is skewers. Everywhere you look, there's skewers, and in particular, they love their satay. So we have a lamb skewer and a chicken satay. Let's give them a go. That is good lamb. Hudson, you will love. Oh, I was going to say Hudson, you'll love it. He's already on it. That boy knows what he likes. I love this. You get a big cup of satay. Let's give this a go. Okay. That is good. That is good satay. Wow. After a long day, this table is absolute chaos of trying to film. So we're going to get stuck in. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's really hard to capture, but I hope you've enjoyed joining us on this journey around Brunei. These boys are hungry. We best stick in. So we mentioned we had a huge problem in Brunei, and it got. We haven't filmed this super well because it was really difficult as it was unfolding. It was one of those travel nightmares, and travel nightmares with kids just feel so much worse. We spent a day trying to get to the border and get over the border, and thing after thing kept going wrong. We'd heard mixed things about when the border was open until we had no idea that on a Friday, the whole country stops for 2 hours. We were planning to get our bus at the beginning of that 2 hours. Never seen anything like it. The capital went like a ghost town. We jumped on a bus that said it was going to the border, but it didn't. So we ran into this hotel. The hotel owner was so kind. He actually asked one of his guys to take us. We got to the border. It didn't look too promising. We tried to speak to the people there. We really explained that we had a flight the next day. We really needed to get out of the country that night. There was just no way we were getting through. It was really, really hard. We had to go back to the town. The hotel with the lovely owner was full. There's nothing he could do. So while Pete looked after the boys, I set off walking around the town in the rain, trying to find somewhere just vaguely affordable that we could stay the night. Okay, so here we are. We tried to cross the border. It has been a crazy day. It's hard to even get across to what's happened. Stuck walking around the rain trying to find somewhere because it wouldn't let us across the border. That bit's a long story, but we got there. There doesn't seem to be any really cheap end accommodation. What we got was expensive, but it was actually quite nice. It was one of the poshest rooms we'd stayed in a while. The next day, we got up at 5 in the morning and headed to that border. We're so grateful to Jacob who took us to the border. By the time we got there, this queue was huge. So we jumped out, put our bags on and just headed on foot to the border. We are so tired by this point, heading to the border, super late night finding somewhere, super early morning getting up, still hoping that we can get through this border and get to our flight. A really beautiful thing though was the sunrise. Walking across the border at sunrise was pretty cool, pretty beautiful, and we made it across the border. Because we're not a car and we're walking through, the barrier had just had to come down and clonk Pete on the head, and just as that was happening, this lovely lady from Brunei said, "Hey, do you want a lift?" And we just laughed and were like, "Yes please," and we jumped in, and she was the sweetest person. We just knew instantly she had a real kindness and a warmth to her. We thought she meant she was going to drive us between the two borders because that's a long walk, but she drove us all the way into Miri, and she even took us for breakfast, and she was so kind to the boys, she was so kind to us, and I feel really humbled and inspired by her and by the people in Brunei. So Brunei is not what we expected, and we did run into some huge problems, but we also ran into some of the kindest moments and the kindest actions, the most inspiring, I don't know what to say, just the people there are beautiful and we want to learn from them, we want our boys to learn from them. Wow, Brunei, this isn't the video I thought I'd be making, but this is real travel, and this was the real Brunei.
They brought me to places I've never been.